Every day when I wake up, I make sure to get my thanks. Yes, I haven't given up. Oh no, I'm still trying to find my place.
Hey y'all, how we doing? Hopefully you guys are well. So, this is actually take 2 of this video. Which, by the way, we're in Madden 21 because I don't have Madden 22 on PC, and I already have all the stuff in Madden 21. So, disclaimers out of the way. I had loaded in the wrong roster at first. So here we are. Everything's fixed now. We are here with the Green Bay Packers. We have Brett Favre. We have Amon Green. William Henderson here. Donald Driver's our #1 receiver. We got Terry Glenn, Javon Walker, Ferguson, Bubba Franks. We got Clifton, Mike Wall, Frank Winters still, but Mike Flanagan is probably going to end up starting. Marco Rivera, Mark Tauscher. We got Monty Holiday at left end with rookie Aaron Campman. Then we got Kabir Bajabiamila, longtime Packer legend. Cledius Hunt at D-tackle, along with Gilbert Brown. Niall Diggs at left outside. Artie Nickerson is our main middle linebacker. Then we got Nate Wayne at the right outside linebacker position. Then we got Mike McKenzie, Tyrone Williams, Antoine Edwards, Bryant Westbrook, and Bao Ju. Darren Sharper. He turned out to be a less than favorable human. But where's Longwell? Longwell should be on our team, unless this is the season he went to Minnesota. Which is entirely possible. Was he in Minnesota at this point? But here's how you can tell. Obviously, David Carr, rookie season. There's how you can tell we have the correct roster loaded this time. Because on the last one, it had Tom Brady and like a 53 overall normal dev. But we all know what happens with Mr. Brady. Is Longwell with the Vikings at this point? He's not. Okay. So I might have to re-sign Ryan Longwell. Because he should be with the Packers at this point. I might have to... I have to find him. Where the fuck did Ryan Longwell go? Oh, he's injured. Late PCL tear. See, that makes sense. I was like, where the hell did he go? But I did change it to a 4-3 defense to keep up with historical accuracy. We will be making the change to a 3-4 come 2009. So now that we got the correct roster loaded in, we can, keep her moving and actually, do things correctly. As you know, the Packers had 30 years of phenomenal quarterback play and only 2 rings to show for it. So without further ado, we have many years to cover. It's time to go past to present with the Green Bay Packers. Here's a quick look at the 2003 draft class. Biggest names, I think, are Carson Palmer and Andre Johnson. All right, here we are at midway point. 5-1 on the season. Detroit is undefeated. Wait, what? All right, so we have some contracts we got to worry about. First, most notably, being Mr. Brett Favre. We are going to bring him to... We'll give him a 5-year deal. Because as you know, the Packers don't draft his replacement until 2005. We're going to have Mike McKenzie a 4-year. He wants more salary. Frank's going to retire. Antoine Edward, yeah. Admittedly, we're definitely going to come back to the table with Brett. Oh, yeah, Brett signed. We're going to come back to the table with Donald Driver, though. Let's hope the second half of the season is as good as the first. All right, we have a potential dev trade for Niall Diggs here. Let's see if we get it. There we go. Niall Diggs is now a star dev. Let's go. 10,000 XP boost. We ended up losing, though. But we have another breakout player for this time for Javon Walker. Okay. Can Javon Walker be that dude? Let's find out. Javon Walker did not hit his breakout, but we got another one for Cledius Hunt. Let's see if he gets it. Cledius Hunt is now a star dev as well. Here we go, hitting on the dev trades, even though we did miss one, but I'll take it. All right, year number 1, we make the playoffs. Detroit ends up winning the division. We are number 2 in the NFC North. Brett Favre, 4,000 yards, 39 tutties, and 6 picks. That's a good year for Brett. 1,311 for Mr. Amon Green. Jay Graham poaching 5 tutties. Tony Carter poaching 4. Donald Driver, 1,100 yards and 10 tutties. Javon Walker, 927 and 9. Terry Glenn, 817 and 10. Bob Franks, 570 and 6. Nice. Hardy Nickerson led the team in tackles with 115. Let's see what our sacks are looking like. Nate Wayne with 7.5. 5.5 Niall Diggs. 4 Cledius Hunt and KGB. Sacks on the whole were down, but Darren Sharper with 6 interceptions. Mike McKenzie had 2. Any kick return tutties? No. Punt return tutties? No. We were the 4th ranked offense in the league and the 30th defense. Ooh, gross. Tom Brady ends up winning MVP. Brett Favre, number 4 on the list. Coach of the year went to the Niners. In the NFC, Jim Miller. I don't know who that is. This is the offensive player of the year. Brett Favre, number 2. Defensive player of the year went to Brian Urlacher. No Packers. Offensive rookie of the year went to Pat Ramsey. Javon Walker at number 4. Defensive rookie of the year went to Mike Young. All right, best QB was Brett Favre. That's the Bears quarterback. Best running back went to Marshall Faulk. Amon Green, number 2. Best wide receiver went to Marty Booker. Donald Driver, number 3. That's right, Antonio Freeman was with... Wasn't he with Miami that season? I don't remember. Jeremy Newberry. Any Packers? No. Best D-line? No Packers. Best linebacker? No Packers. Darren Sharper wins best D-back. Bryant Westbrook at number 3. Best kicker went to Gary Anderson. No Packers. All right. But none of that means a damn thing if we cannot get past Michael Vick and the Atlanta Falcons. We're just going to sim straight through it. Let's see what happens here. We defeat the Atlanta Falcons 24-7. Ooh. And normally my face cam would be blocking this, but let's see how we did. Favre, 198 yards, 2 tutties and a pick. Amon Green had a rushing touchdown. Defensively, good on the sacks. No picks, though. But we will be taking on the San Francisco 49ers as the Bears unseat the Detroit Lions. So we might see the Bears in the NFC title game should we pass the 49ers. And on the AFC side of things, it's Broncos, Raiders, Patriots, Titans. And we're going right through it. Are we going to the NFC title game? We are not. We end up losing 27-10 to the 49ers. Let's see if we have any Pro Bowlers. All right, so Brett Favre makes the Pro Bowl along with Amon Green. Donald Driver made the Pro Bowl. Any Packers? No. Any Packers? No. Sharper made the Pro Bowl. And it's the Titans and the Bears in the Super Bowl. Which, if we recall, in 2002, 2003, that would be the Super Bowl. Because at this point, this should have been the Buccaneers and Raiders Super Bowl, if I recall. Let me make sure. Yep, this would have been the debut year of the Texans, so yes. This was the Raiders Buccaneers Super Bowl, but this time it's going to be the Titans and the Bears. The Titans got past the Patriots 44-23, then just beat up the Broncos 35-7. And then the Bears of all teams making it to the Super Bowl. Just what we want to hear. We already checked the yearly awards and such. I'm going to rip through the scouting points. You know, let's rip them. Let's rip them here. Trying to get all my scouting points used. But, you know, ooh, before we do that, let's see if anybody goes up. Dev trait. All right. No, that's not the way I'm. Why does Brett Favre have Truz? No. Sideline Deadeye? No. Brett Favre needs Gunslinger. Jukebox? No. Conductor? Let me get the good abilities. Pass lead elite. Quick draw. See, that's more Brett Favre abilities right there. I might have to go look at the rest of the league. Make sure there are any whack abilities. Amon Green and Donald Driver both go up. Okay, Kevin Barry's a superstar dev. Let's go. But Driver and Amon Green both go up to X Factor. Mike McKenzie goes up to superstar dev. Aaron Campman, as we already knew, is a star dev. Niall Diggs went up to star in season. I think Nate Wayne went up as well. I am going to start Aaron Campman going into year 2 at the end, because let's face it, KGB and Campman were the long time DN starters until we moved to the 3-4. So there we go. There's all that. All right, let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Get our last set of contracts done. And then I'll see you at free agency. The Titans end up winning the Super Bowl. Any notable retirements for the Packers? While we're here. Yep. as expected. Frank Winters was going to retire. Hardy Nickerson retired. So middle linebacker is going to be a very big point of need for us. Anybody we want to bring back? Honestly, no. So on to free agency. Our free agency is just the best available middle linebacker. He's a 64 overall. Nothing crazy. We're just going to go straight to the draft now. We traded up to number 2. It cost us our second round, this year's first, next year's first to do it, but you'll see why in a second. Okay, not the pick I was expecting. Andre Johnson going number 1 to the Jags. Now, my intention for this pick is this gentleman right here, Troy Polamalu. Now, I could... You know what? Let's just see the offers on here. Trade, get the 3rd and 5th. Get Washington's next year first. I could trade down to 12 to get a bonus first for next year. I could go down to 4 and get a 3rd and a 6th for next season. Get pick number 6. The most intriguing one out of all of these would be going down to 12. But I gave up a lot to get number 2. So we're going to make that pick. And it will, in fact, be Mr. Troy Polamalu. 79 hidden dev. Ranked number 1 in true value. We get him at number 2. Alright, draft recap time, y'all. So as you see, we made the massive trade to trade up to get Troy Polamalu at pick number 2. 79 hidden dev. And is already a scheme fit out of the box. In the 3rd round, we got ourselves a Asante Samuel. 75 hidden dev. And we also picked up Gary Brackett, who I remember him mostly for being with the Colts. We are going to move him to middle linebacker to fit our scheme here. He is a 62 hidden dev. Only 2 points off of being a field general. We then grabbed Antonio Gates. 68 hidden dev. Then we got Lee Suggs as a depth guy, and then Matt McBriar, 70 hidden dev punter in the 7th round. Now, we're going into this year without a first-round pick. Going into the next season without a first-round pick. So, but I think it is well worth it in the trade-up to get Troy Polamalu. Now, let us set our lineups here. I am going to be starting Antonio Franks. I'm going to be putting Antonio Gates. I'm going to be putting Bubba Franks on the trade block. See what I can get for him. Admittedly, I am going to put Kevin Berry, as he is a superstar dev. I'm going to put him at center. He's going to play center for us. Because, you know, get your talent all out there. Because between Wall and Flanagan was lower overall, so Kevin Berry at center makes the most sense in this situation. Polamalu starting day 1, as is Asante Samuel. Gary Brackett's going to start day 1. But that is going to do it for year number 1. Hopefully, year number 2 sees us in the playoffs again. Quick snapshot of the 2004 draft, the Eli Manning draft. Ooh, Sean Taylor maybe? I remember, I don't have a first round pick, so we'll see what happens. We found a suitor for Bubba Franks. We're going to take this offer from Tennessee. That's a 4th for this year, a 3rd for next, and a 7th for next. Boom. Ooh, depth trade. KGB. Is it that time, my guy? Let's find out. There it is. KGB. Got the star dev. Let's go. Alright, now that we're about midway through the season, we are 6-2. Leaders by 2 games in the NFC North. Or game and a half. Something like that. I've been re-signing as I go along. Chad Clifton and Mark Tauscher needed new deals, so I ironed those out. The KGB, our new star dev. We're going to give him a 5-year deal. Niall Diggs, same thing. Let's get. Ooh, he wants more money. William Henderson. That's Packer royalty right there. Then we're going to come back to the table with Niall Diggs, and hopefully he stays. Alright, year number 2 is in the books. We are 12-4 winners in the NFC North. We ended up being the 2 seed behind the Eagles. But it's all good. Let us see what our year-end stats are looking like. Brett Favre, 44,000 yards, 38 tutties, 7 picks, 1,300 yards from Amon Green, 11 tutties. Jay Graham poached 8 touchdowns from Amon Green. Brett Favre also chipped in 2 rushing touchdowns. 1,092 for Donald Driver, 9 scores. Terry Glenn, 921 and 10. Robert Ferguson, 721 and 7. Antonio Gates, 686 and 7. Defensively speaking, Asante Samuel led the team in tackles with 102. Leading on 13 TFLs. 8.5 sacks for Niall Diggs. Bonnie Holiday with 6. Campman with 6. Nate Wayne with 6. Cledius Hunt, 2.5. 4 picks for McKenzie and Sharper. 2 for Troy Polamalu. Any defensive touchdowns? Oh, we got 1. And that's for Mike McKenzie, assumingly a pick 6. No kick return tutties. No punt return tutties. 6th in offense. And 8th in defense. That's what's up. Peyton Manning wins in. If you'll excuse me. Sorry about that. That call was important. So, Peyton Manning and the Colts went undefeated, by the way. Peyton Manning wins MVP. Brett Favre, number 5 on the list. Coach of the year. Obviously. Aaron Brooks wins Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC. Brett Favre, number 2. Defensive Player of the Year went to Brian Urlacher. No Packers here. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Byron Leftwich. Antonio Gates at number 8. I find it funny that Anquan Bolden actually went to Arizona in this rebuild here. Joe Odom, Defensive Player of the Year in the NFC. Asante Samuel at number 4. Troy Polamalu at number 7. Best QB went to Aaron Brooks. Brett Favre, number 2. Amon Green, number 2. Marshall Faulk wins best running back. Best receiver is T.O. with Donald Driver at number 4. Terry Glenn at number 10. Trey Thomas wins best O-line. Chad Clifton at number 9. Best DL is Warren Sapp. No Packers here. LeVar Arrington wins best linebacker. No Packers here. Rondé Barber wins best DB. Mike McKenzie at number 5. Darren Sharper at number 9. And the Frisco kicker, no Packers. All right. But 6th offense, 8th defense, top 10s and everything. We have, at this point in history, the Redskins. But we'll call them the football team. What of it? Why not? And are we moving on? We are up against Michael Vick and the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC divisional round after defeating Washington 27-14. The Colts will face the undefeated Colts, will face the Bills. Let's see how Brett Favre only had one tutty. Ramsey got picked. All right. Winner goes on to face either the Buccaneers or the Eagles. And we will be facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship. One game away from a Super Bowl. Are we going to get there in year number 2? Here in the 2004 the 2003, NFL season. Now, in this season, the Patriots would have been in the Super Bowl against either Carolina or Philly. I don't remember which one specifically, but the Green Bay Packers and the undefeated Indianapolis Colts, we're going to play the moments on that one. Here it is. The Super Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts. There we are. Might I add, the 16-0 Indianapolis Colts. Give me 1 second here. Because that is very loud in my head right now. There we go. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Ah! There we go. Yeet. There we go. Much better. Oh, first quarter drive. We held the Colts scoreless. The Colts go down and get 3. Our Packers end up going down and scoring 7-3 right now. The Colts get a tutty to answer back. But we end up tying her up 10-10. But Indy goes down, only gets a field goal. 4th down. All right, and that was the end of the game. We lose 13-10. The Colts continue the prophecy here of their undefeated season. 13-10 over the Green Bay Packers. Not the way you want to go out, but it's cool to see an undefeated season actually, complete itself. But hey, we hung in there. We did well. Mr. Favre, get him back to a true 99. There we go. Well, everything's auto-upped. I could have jumped in right at the end there, but I was like, you know what? Let's have it go out as it should. Peyton Manning, the Super Bowl MVP. I don't exactly agree with that one, but that's how it ends up. How the cookie ends up crumbling. I could franchise tag Niall Diggs, but I think I'm going to let him walk. Because we can always get better there in free agency or the draft. Now, keyword. Now, remember, we do not have our first round pick. Some backups retire. Any other notable retirements? No. All right. Who's in the free agency pool now that we're here? Mel White. No real, like, solid up. I mean, Niall Diggs, our own guy, is the best that we can do and upgrade at that particular position. But Jamal Lewis, we have X Factor among Green, so we're good there. Our own line is decent. Nobody really. Janikowski's out there, so that's interesting. But I think we're just gonna keep our money and head to the draft. All right, draft recap is upon us. With our second round pick, we ended up picking Nate Vasher, 70 hidden dev. Then we grabbed Nico Kudavides. At least I think I pronounced that right. Kudavides. I don't know how that's properly pronounced. We're actually going to move him to left outside linebacker in our scheme, where he's a 69 overall normal dev. Then we grab Scott Wells, right guard, 62 hidden dev, former Packer as well. And then we grabbed Wes Welker, who's 65 hidden, gonna be good in our slot role. And we grabbed Jason Peters as well, 70 hidden dev tackle. And then George Wilson, 63 normal. And as a wrestling fan, I couldn't pass it up. I drafted Brock Lesnar. Will the Beast Incarnate actually turn into a decent defensive tackle? Let's find out. Alright, here we are at the beginning of year number 1. I traded Volley Holiday for a 5th round pick, by the way. Nothing crazy. So here's how our starting lineup is going to turn out. We're going to let Peters and Wells sit for the year. Although Jason Peters might get the start at right guard. Or left guard, I'm sorry. Or we can even start Wells there. I don't know. But I'm thinking we'll let him sit for this year and go from there, even though Jason Peters is an 82 overall tight end. Like, wow. Wes Welker is going to be wide receiver 3. He's also our slot receiver. And yes, I am starting Brock Lesnar. I want to see where that goes. We're going to move Nate Vasher to corner 3. He's also our starting slot corner. Then we got Sharper and Polamalu at the safeties. McKenzie and Asante Samuel at the corner. We were literally a touchdown away from history. Let's see if we can make it back to the Super Bowl. You already know. Lost to the Giants, who are undefeated at the moment, but we got a breakout player. Gary Brackett to go up to a superstar. Can it be done? Alright, so here we are, week number 8, and we are literally selling. Like, we are 1-5 right now. Come on. Well, we at least have a half-game lead over the Lions, so that's something. But let's take a look at some contracts here. Ferg, I think I'm letting you walk, bud. We'll throw another deal at William Henderson. Okay, he wants to be an absolute hooer. Baoju, we're going to let walk. Glenn, I was trying to trade, but that didn't work out. Najee Davenport. Yeah, I'm really only interested in re-signing William Henderson right now. But this is abysmal. It's about damn time We gotta win. Shit. Ooh, got another breakout. What's it going? Ooh, Nico. Come on, man. I think he's still sitting on the normal dev. Let's look. Okay, he is sitting on a normal dev. But Nate Basher turned out to be star, as did Mr. Welker. So, you know what? We'll bring it to you live here. I'll rip through my scouting. And I'm sure you gathered from the slight intro to the draft class, my goal is to draft Aaron Rodgers. Like, that is absolutely the goal, is to get A-Rod on to the Green Bay Packers. No guarantees that it'll happen, but, you know. Didn't he? Ooh, 33-3. Damn it! All right, after the 1-5 start, we ended up going 7-3 to finish off the year. 8-8. Winners of the division. All right, let's see. Brett Favre, 4,200 yards, 32 touchdowns, 6 picks. Amon Green, 1,300 yards, 12 tutties, 383 and 3 for the backup. Brett Favre also chipped in 119 rush yards. Donald Driver, 1,200 yards, 6 scores. Robert Ferguson, 909, 846 and 3 for Wes Welker, 728 and 8 for Antonio Gates. Damn, Rivera. He only allowed 1 whole sack. Gary Brackett led in tackles with 118. Let's see what's up for sacks. 6, 5, 4.5. Very spread out. Brackett also had 5 picks. Let's go. 3 for Polamalu, 3 for Samuel, 1 for Nate Basher. Any kick return tutties? No. Punt return tutties? No. All right. 3rd in offense. 19th on defense. That's fine. Tom Brady wins MVP. Brett Favre, number 9. Coach of the year goes to the Jets. Tom Brady, Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Aaron Brooks in the NFC. Brett Favre, number 5. Defensive Player of the Year went to Brian Urlacher. Gary Brackett at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Ben Roethlisberger, who took the Bucs to a 12-4 record. Eli Manning there. Wes Welker at number 6 on the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Bob Sanders with the Cowboys for Defensive Rookie. Nate Vasha at number 7. Byron Leftwich was the Quarterback of the Year. Brett Favre, number 4. Running back was Deuce McAllister. Amon Green at number 2. He's coming at number 2 on this one quite a bit. Steve Smith, best receiver. Donald Driver, number 6. Robert Ferguson, number 9. Best O-line went to Trey Thomas. No Packers. Best D-line went to Leroy Glover. KGB at number 10. LeVar Arrington wins best linebacker. Gary Brackett at number 6. Best DB went to Adam Archuleta, with Troy Polamalu at number 9. Best kicker went to Matt Bryant. No Packers. Okay. None of that matters now, as it is. Let's get one giant upgrade in before the play for our wild card game against the Giants. Do we win? No. All right, so Pro Bowlers for the Packers. Amon Green made it in. Donald Driver, wide receiver 2. Robert Ferguson, 6. So far, no other Packers. Excuse me. Ooh, that's a whole lot of striking out, man. But it is the Dolphins and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. This would have been the third of Tom Brady's Patriots Super Bowls. But who is going to win it all? But before we do that, let's see if we had any dev trade increases. None, seemingly. Jason Peters is an X factor. Yoink. You're gonna move into left guard now. Mike Wall, you just got benched. I didn't know you can have X factor linemen. And Scott Wells ended up being a star dev, by the way. Alright, defensively, Brackett went up to a superstar. Yes. KGB went up to a superstar. Yes. Aw, no dev trade for Bork Laser. This makes me sad. Oh, man. I'll take those dev trade increases, though. Like, We'll get one last round of scouting in. We currently sit the 19th overall pick. I'm probably going to have to trade up some massive draft capital if I plan to make the same historical decision and go get Aaron Rodgers. But, you know, we shall see. Maybe, like, if I could pull off, like, a NBA-style sign-and trade, and the Dolphins win the Super Bowl. Zach Thomas is Super Bowl MVP. There it is. The Coach of the Year went to the Eagles, by the way, according to the season recap, even though you saw it went to the Jets. Final off-season contracts. I ain't signing none of yous. Get out of here. Hit the bricks, Junior. After we look at retirements. So, anything specifically pertaining to us? No. Hit the bricks, Junior. Now, immediate off-season upgrades. Ooh. An aging Marvin Harrison. Aging Simeon Rice. I mean, we have Driver, who's now an X Factor, by the way. Or he has been an X Factor, and I just didn't notice because I'm a bum. We're going to keep, I think, you know what? Let's make a play at Marvin Harrison. Is it going to happen? Probably not. We are his top bid right now. But, you know what? That'll be my attempt to be a big splash anyway. Then... Okay, oh yeah, we did go over stats. I'm not a bum. Then we'll think about how we're going to try to replicate historical accuracy. He rejected us. That's fine. But, we'll see. It had to be done. So, essentially, we are swapping first-round picks for this year and next year with the Steelers and getting a second round and sending not-so-decent human being Darren Sharper over to the Pittsburgh Steelers, more specifically, for the number 1 overall pick. And with that, You know what? I'll even mildly entertain the offers. Like, the only way I'd do it is if the Chargers were trading me. And even then, no. There is only one selection that needs to be made. It is for a man out of the University of California, Aaron Rodgers. I did say at the beginning of this video, this was the major historical thing I wanted to do outside of moving to a 3-4 in 09. Here he is, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packer. That just got interesting. Alex Smith to the Lions. All right. That's going to be an interesting duel for years to come. And with what became the second round pick that came over in the Sharper trade, we're going to grab a player that the Packers did actually grab in Nick Collins. So that trade turned out to be Darren Sharper, Jason Campbell, and whatever the Steelers pick with our pick next year for Aaron Rodgers, Nick Collins, and whatever we pick at their pick for next year. Oh, there was a retirement here? Yep, don't care. Draft recap. About to head into year number 4. As you saw, we grabbed Nick Collins and Aaron Rodgers as our first 2 picks. Then we grabbed Vincent Jackson, 70, hidden dev wideout. He's probably going to be receiver 2 right away. And then, now Josh Cribbs, interesting selection here. Electric kick returner, right? 60 overall wide receiver. I want to see what his ratings are at tight end, which would be a 56 overall. Yeah, no. And what he'd be as a running back. He'd be a 62 receiving back. We're going to put him back there, because we have a pretty crowded receiver room as it is. So we're going to put him there. Brandon Jacobs also in the running back room. He's a 63 hidden dev. Then we picked up Brandon Browner, 66 hidden dev as well. Then Packer legend John Kuhn. Can I give him number 30? He'll rock 28 for now, until I can give him 30. Then we got Keontae Marshall, 65 normal. Because after Heath Farwell here, I let the CPU finish out the draft for me, and they drafted a bunch of normal devs. But obviously, the big historical accuracy that I wanted to repeat was the drafting of Aaron Rodgers, and we have successfully done so. One little side note about the draft day trade we did. I could have paid a lot less by just straight up trading them for Brett Favre. But I feel like since there's only 3 trade slots available, if you're going to trade Brett Favre when he's still he's still in his prime at this point, you're going to get a whole hell of a lot more than 2 firsts and a second. So I thought, let's go with the trade slots we have available. That's what we did there. All right, the big names of the 2005. We got 2006 draft class. I'm sorry, Mario Williams, Reggie Bush, Vince Young, Brickashaw Ferguson, AJ Hawk, who the Packers actually got. Is let's face it, the Packers in real life were buns this season. But hey, let's see what happens. All right, so we're in the bye week. Let me pop back out here. We are currently 2-3. It's a very close division yet. We will see what happens
But I wanted to take care of the contracts while we're here. Marco Rivera, it's time for you to go. Campman, we're definitely going to re-sign. He wants a little more salary. Longwell, I could probably draft your replacement. Henderson, we're going to let him go as well, as we now have John Kuhn on the scene. So, hopefully post-buy is going to be a lot better. Alright, so as you see by the playoff bracket, we did not make the postseason. We finished 8-8 bottom dwellers in the NFC North. On the NFC side, yeah, we were a game back from Seattle, Carolina, New Orleans, Philly, and the Giants. But the NFC North was actually particularly strong this season. Brett Favre, 4,200 yards, 34 tutties, 8 picks. Mon Green, he's starting his projections looking like it's going down a little bit. 11, 60, and 7. 445 and 11 touchdowns for Brandon Jacobs. Brett Favre even chipping in a rushing touchdown there. Donald Driver, 1,100 yards, 5 scores. Vincent Jackson, 920 and 6. Welker, 857 and 5. 615 and 5 for Antonio Gates. Mon Green even pitching in almost 300 yards receiving and 2 receiving touchdowns. All right. Gary Brackett led the team in tackles with 128 sacks. KGB was 7.5. He even rumbling and stumbling for a pick. Let's go. Total TFLs was Cledius Hunt with 15. Brock Lesnar with 7 interceptions. Ooh, God, that was down. But Troy Polamalu led in that. Kick return tutties. No. Punt return tutties. No. All right. We were the number 4 ranked offense in the league. And our defense absolutely sold. Ugh. Tom Brady, back-to-back MVPs. Brett Favre, number 4 on the list. Coach of the Year goes to the Colts. Mike Vick, Offensive Player of the Year with Brett Favre at number 2. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year went to Urlacher. Once again, no Packers. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Cedric Benson with Brandon Jacobs at number 3. Vincent Jackson at number 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Lights Out Sean Merriman with Nick Collins at number 8. All right, best QB went to Joey Harrington with Brett Favre at number 2. Best running back went to Sean Alexander. Amon Green at number 6. Best receiver went to J.J. Moses with Donald Driver at number 10. Best O-line went to Olin Kreutz. No Packers. Best DL went to Strahan. No Packers. Best linebacker, Urlacher. Makes sense. No Packers. R.W. McCorders was the best D-back in the league. No Packers. And Ryan Longwell, number 6 for the Kickers. Not the season we were hoping for in year number 4, otherwise known as the 2005 NFL season. It begs the question, do I think it's time to switch to Aaron Rodgers? No. Because 8-8 wasn't bad for Brett Favre. But if I could get... We're kind of also stuck into Brett Favre's contract right now, too. And it'll be the 2005 Super Bowl. Who was in the Super Bowl in 05? I legit don't remember. But it is Tom Brady and the Patriots against the San Francisco 49ers. Oh boy. Are we... Oh, Chad Clifton made the Pro Bowl. There we go. Yeah, a whole lot of striking out there as far as Pro Bowlers go. Outside of Chad Clifton. but that means nothing. I want to see if any of the boys went up in dev. Yeah, let's just randomly scout receivers. Hello. I forgot he's in this draft class. Did we get any dev trait increases? You already knew Rodgers was going to have a superstar dev. It was going to happen. Vincent Jackson turned out to be a superstar. Yep, he had superstar baked on. Let's go, dude. John Kuhn turned out to be a superstar as well. Brandon Jacobs, Josh Cribbs, both turned out to be star devs. Okay. Nick Collins, superstar. Gary Brackett. Did you go up? Okay, that was the year before. So no dev trait increases on defense. Alright. So not bad. But such is the way the things to go. Now, year number 4 has concluded. We are now here in year number 5, or the 2006 NFL season. Marvin Harrison retired. Marco did retire. See, I had a feeling it was coming. We have his replacement on rosters, so that's good. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to come back to the table with Campman. You know, let's give you a 4-year deal there, bud. Okay, he's staying wrong. And I think the rest of these hit the bricks, Junior. Alright. How shall we attack free agency here? I think a wide receiver 4 would be a good idea. We're good in our running back room. The quarterback room is stellar. Brett Favre is seriously regressing now. So I think I'm going to strike while the iron is hot. I'm going to put together a trade package for Brett Favre. It'll be a 2-part trade, so at least I think it would. But let me know. Who knows? What do you guys think would be a fair Brett Favre trade? Do we do it at the end, the beginning of this season, or at the end? I'll figure that out here in a minute, but who knows? But our offensive line, set and forget. Defensively, I was hoping Bork Laser would just become awesome and not go back to wrestling. Oh, Brandon Browner turned out to be a star as well. Our corner room's okay. Right outside linebacker needs work. Our D tackles need work. Let's see what we got. Roy Williams. Ooh, okay. We just drafted Nick Collins, though. So that would be horrible, horrible fucking development stunting. Do we have a solid D tackle? It is not looking like it. But I don't have a kicker. So I can go Nate Kading right now. Ooh, Janikowski. He's 89 kick power. This man was a first-round draft pick as a kicker. 89 kick power. We'll bring in Nate Kading. He has that superstar dev. So we got to go kicker there. McBriar's there. But honestly, I'm going to go to the draft. And then I might have to think on a potential Brett Favre trade. So I've thought on it. For you guys it'll be like a minute, but I slept on it. I went to work today, thought about it, and I think I figured out what we're gonna do with Brett Favre. We found an ideal landing spot for Brett Favre. The Jags are very much in a win now kind of situation. They're going to send us pick 15 and pick 47 in the 2006 draft. And we are going to swap firsts in 2007. And they get Brett Favre. Brett Favre got at least a solid 2-3 years. The Jags, when I looked over their roster, seem to be very much win now. So there was a couple other options, but I thought after review, the Jags would be the best. No question. We're picking up this 5th year option. Duh. The 9th overall pick we got from Pittsburgh is turning into D'Amico Ryan, 73 hidden. He's going to take over at middle linebacker. We're going to move Gary Brackett to right outside. The pick we got from the Jags, we're going to trade down and get San Francisco's first round this year and their first next year. I realize we never discussed who won the Super Bowl. It was the Patriots, by the way. So in this universe, this is actually their 2nd Super Bowl victory. While we're here, draft recap time. You saw the D'Amico Ryans pick. He is going to be our starting middle linebacker out of the box. Then we grabbed at the end of the first round, we grabbed Greg Jennings, who the Packers picked in real life. 73 hidden dev. Then we also grabbed Devin Hester, one of the greatest kick returners to ever exist. And we are going to follow a change that the Bears did in real life as well. They moved him to wide receiver as opposed to a cornerback. He is a terrible receiver. However, this is the change that the Bears did in fact make in real life. So I'm going to keep with that. Because she's strictly going to be our kick returner. Then we picked up Brandon Marshall, 72 hidden as well. It's like, as a corner, Hester was like a 67. But he is here specifically to return kicks, just as pretty much he was used in real life also. Then we picked up Cortland Finnegan, 71 hidden, to be an actual cornerback here. Then we picked up Marcus Vick to be a backup to Aaron Rodgers. And then we got Johnny Jolly here, 66 hidden at D-tackle. Then Dominique Byrd and Tony Palmer, both normal dev backup options. But here we are, year number 5 and the last one in this video. Alright, we're going to do something slightly different. Typically, I don't jump into games in the middle of the season. I just don't. Let's go 80 field general. We already know Aaron Rodgers is an X factor. That was pretty much a foregone conclusion. Considering we just traded Brett Favre to the Jags. Oh, he's got a new ability slot. Clutch. Pass lead to lead. I like that one. Fearless. Let's put pass lead to lead on him. Because I usually pair that with gunslinger and then whatever in the 5th slot. But considering we just traded Brett Favre to the Jags. This game, we have to hop in and see what is up. Brett Favre versus Aaron Rodgers, week 1 of the regular season. Let's see how it unfolds. Here it is, y'all. Here we go. First drive of the first quarter. The Packers go down and get 7, and Brett Favre answers back with a 3, but Green Bay going down getting a touchdown. Ooh. Favre and the Jags going down and getting a tutty themselves. Red zone alert. Nah, I'll keep her going. 17-10 going into the second half. No scoring in a while. Ooh, the Packers go and get themselves a touchdown. And another one. You know what? I'm going to just go in for one play. Let's go in for one play. Fuck it, why not? We got A-Rod. And then hit driver for a tutty. Let's go. All right, there we go. And outside of the one touchdown, we threw ourselves 38-10 in the match against Brett Favre. 328 for 5 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. 195-1 for Brett Favre. Here we are, the 2007 draft class. There's 2 major players I'd love to have, but considering the makeup of the team, maybe. Mostly this lovely guy right here, Adrian Peterson, or Megatron. That'd be nice. Obviously. But yeah, that is the snapshot of the 2007 draft class. Oh hey, Revis Island also. Alright, we're about halfway through the season. We're a game back from the Bears at 4-3. Let's take a look at these contracts here. Amon Green, Donald Driver. A lot of our vets and early picks are starting to need contracts here. So firstly, we're going to get Gary Brackett out of the way. Give him let's sign him till he's 30. He stays. Matt McBriar. Have a 5-year deal, bud. Lock up the punter. Wants more money. Okay. Antonio Gates. Yeah, let's lock you up till you're 30 as well. McKenzie. He's regressed down way too far. Mike Wall. No. Kevin Barry's an 84. We can get... Let's lock him up till he's 30. He stays. Asante Samuel. You already know he's probably going to want the bag. Hopefully, we can get him signed before he becomes an X Factor. Chad Clifton. Let's give him this for now. If he takes it, he takes it. He wants more money. Amon Green, 98 overall. I'd be foolish not to re-sign him. He wants more money. Donald Driver. And Donald Driver signs back up. So we're going to come back to the table with Amon Green, Chad Clifton, as well as the punter. And we should be good. Well, Amon Green just told me to go pound sand. There we are. Number 1 seed in the NFC. And the Jags did make the playoffs. So Brett Favre did bring the Jaguars to the playoffs. So that could be an interesting potential Super Bowl matchup. But Aaron Rodgers got a new ability. Comeback? No. Gunslinger. That unlocks at 90 overall. What we ended up going 11-5, which not only was enough for the number 1 seed, also won the division. The Bears also went 11-5, so that worries me a bit. 4,200 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions for Mr. Aaron Rodgers. 1,200 yards on the nose for impending free agent Amon Green. 13 tutties, 331 and 9 for Brandon Jacobs. And John Kuhn even got himself a tutty. Let's go. Donald Driver, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. Wes Welker, 766 and 9, 730 and 6 for Antonio Gates. 664 and 8 for Greg Jennings. Brandon Marshall didn't record a catch all season. Vincent Jackson got 3 touchdowns as well. If you'll excuse me. Alright, defensively, Nathan Vasher led the team in tackles with 99. D'Amico Ryans with 96. TFL's 14. Ooh, KGB. Showing us like, hey, I ain't old, bro. 11.5 sacks, 8 for Campman, 4 for Hunt, 3.5 for Brackett. 3 picks for Vasher and Asante Samuel. Whole bunch of ones there. Any kick return tutties? No. Punt return tutties? No. We had the 7th ranked offense. And we had the 21st ranked defense. Oof. To be the number 1 seed in the NFC for that? Alright. Tom Brady wins another MVP. Brett Favre at 6 with the Jags. Aaron Rodgers at number 7. Coach of the Year goes to Green Bay. Let's go. NFC. Mike Vick was the Offensive Player of the Year. Aaron Rodgers number 2. For comparison purposes, Brett Favre was number 3 in the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year was Derek Brooks. No Packers on the list there. Offensive Player of the Year is Jay Cutler. Gross. Greg Jennings at number 4. Defensive Rookie of the Year was Dante Whitna, with D'Amico Ryans at number 4. Best QB, Aaron Rodgers. Best running back, Amon Green. Steve Smith was the best receiver. Donald Driver at number 3. Best O-line went to Olin Kreutz at Bears. Chad Clifton at number 7. Best DL went to Robert Mathis and Warren Sapp right there behind him. KGB at number 5 and Aaron Campman at number 10. Best linebacker went to Derek Brooks. No Packers there. John Joseph wins DB of the Year with Vasher and Samuel at 9 and 10. Best kicker went to Olindo Mate. Nate Kading at number 5. But none of this shit matters. It is playoff time. Who are we facing coming out of the second round? It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll upgrade there. Let's hot sim it over. Will we make it to another NFC title game? And we do against the Chicago Bears. I mean, in another universe, these teams met in an NFC title game, which spawned the first ring for Aaron Rodgers. But do we beat the Bears to make it to the Super Bowl? We do, to face our IRL opponents in Super Bowl 45, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go. We'll check out the playoff bracket, see how each team ended up here. So, the Steelers defeated the Dolphins to then defeat Peyton Manning and the Colts and to beat Brett Favre in the AFC title game by 3. And then the Bears, we got here by defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the divisional and the Chicago Bears in the NFC title game. And now, this would have been the Super Bowl, the 2006 season. Who won that year? Let's look it up. The 2006 season was the Colts and the Bears in the Super Bowl. So we're getting Super Bowl 45 a few years early. We're not going to have any Pro Bowlers, so that's not going to matter. Now it's time. Put up or shut up. we're going to hop into the sim, maybe play a drive or two, as we face the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. Before we get into the game, though, Campman is now a superstar dev trait. Why isn't Johnny Jolly starting? Thank you. Okay, this done threw all my lineups off. What the hell? Firstly, you need to go to right outside linebacker. That's where you need to go. Good thing I checked before, because all my lineups are off. There we go. Jamiko's starting. There we go. And Johnny Jolly starting. But Asante Samuel has moved up to X Factor. He's got acrobat, bench press. Let's leave him with bench press. He has universal coverage right now. Could give him shutdown. Let's go shutdown. I feel that fits him a little bit more. Game time. All right, game time is upon us. Packers, Steelers. And the Steelers go down and get a score, and the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own. Aaron Rodgers going down the field, getting the boys down there, getting a tutty, and another tutty to go up 21-7 in the half. But Pittsburgh Steelers get a touchdown to get it back within 7. 21-17 Pittsburgh. And, the Packers held them. There we go. I'm coming in here. We just got to get into field goal range. Give me empty stick. We have Aaron Rodgers. The Steelers had a mighty fine comeback there. Oh, God. I sold. No. I sold very hard. So Jason Campbell wins the duel of the 2005 trade up because I fucked up. That's 2 Super Bowl losses for the Packers. And that is going to do it for this first part of our past to present rebuild with the Green Bay Packers. To recap the first 5 years, the Titans defeated the Bears in the Super Bowl, followed by the Colts defeating the Packers. Then the Dolphins beat the Niners, the Patriots beat the Niners. 2 straight Super Bowl losses for the 49ers. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers getting a win over the Green Bay Packers in 2006. So we at least made it to 2 more Super Bowls. So we've exceeded the Super Bowl appearances for the Green Bay Packers. Before we get up out of here, let's look at retirements. And I think we'll start this video off in free agency. Let's see who's available, because Amon Green's going to be the top guy. I'm going to, I think I'll try and re-sign Amon Green. But if he does not sign, so this leads to a decision we got to make, guys and gals and non-binary pals. We have the 7th overall pick from the trade with San Francisco during the draft last season. Jacksonville has our 31st pick. We have their 29th. Do we maybe package 7 and 29 to move up? and lock in Adrian Peterson or try and re-sign Amon Green? Let me know in the comments below, but until then, good day, goodbye, and good night.
Every day when I wake up, I make sure to get my things. Yes, I haven't given up. Oh no, so I'm still trying to find